If you woke up tomorrow morning and saw a second sun hanging in the sky, what would you do? Would you panic? Would you pray? Would you convince yourself it was some rare astronomical event? Because that's exactly what most people did at first. Nobody believed the world was ending. Nobody believed something impossible was happening. And by the time they did, it was already looking back at us. The object first appeared on April 14th, a tiny point of light beside the sun, barely noticeable. Most people didn't even see it. Astronomers did. At first, they assumed it was a reflection, a sensor malfunction, an atmospheric anomaly, something explainable, something normal. Because the alternative was absurd. The object wasn't moving, it wasn't orbiting, it wasn't behaving like any known celestial body. It simply sat there beside the sun, watching. 3 days later, it became visible to the naked eye. News stations covered the phenomenon constantly. Scientists debated theories. Social media exploded with speculation. Governments urged calm. And for a brief moment, the entire world became fascinated. People gave it nicknames: the twin star, the day moon, the second sun. Nobody was afraid yet, because every morning it grew larger, not slowly, not over years, every single day, noticeably larger, like something approaching Earth, something impossibly distant, drawing closer. Astronomers quickly realized the math didn't make sense. No known object could move that fast. No planet, no star, no comet, nothing. The second sun ignored physics entirely. Then the dream started. The first reports seemed harmless. Thousands of people across different countries described recurring dreams, the same dream every night, exactly the same. A black beach, an endless ocean, a crimson sky, and two suns hanging overhead. At the center of the beach stood a doorway, ancient, massive, carved from stone, covered in symbols nobody recognized. People dreamed of walking toward it every night, closer each time. Psychologists called it mass hysteria, a cultural phenomenon caused by media exposure, collective suggestion, nothing more. Until children started drawing the door. Children too young to understand the news, too young to know about the dreams, yet they drew it perfectly, every detail. The same beach, the same sky, the same doorway, and beneath nearly every drawing appeared the same sentence: when it opens, they arrive. Nobody knew what it meant at first. 6 weeks after its appearance, the second sun doubled in size, then doubled again. The world changed. Animals began behaving strangely. Birds flew into buildings. Whales beached themselves. Entire forests fell silent. Dogs barked at empty skies. Cats stared upward for hours. Something was affecting life on Earth, something invisible, something growing stronger. Then came the disappearances. People began vanishing from their homes. No signs of struggle, no evidence, nothing. The only connection: every missing person had reported the dreams, every one of them. Governments launched investigations. Scientists searched desperately for answers, but nobody could explain what happened next. Because telescopes finally captured a clear image of the second sun. And it wasn't a star, it wasn't a planet, it wasn't even an object. The image showed something impossible, something that shattered every scientific model overnight. The second sun was an eye, a gigantic eye, floating impossibly in space, staring directly at Earth. The image leaked online before authorities could suppress it. Within hours, the world descended into panic. Markets crashed, cities erupted into chaos, religions declared prophecies fulfilled, governments denied everything. But it didn't matter. People had seen it, the second sun was watching, and it was getting closer. The dreams changed immediately. The beach remained the same. The doorway remained the same. But now, something stood beyond the door. Shapes, figures, thousands of them, waiting, watching. People began waking up screaming. Some refused to sleep, others never woke up at all. Then Noah Carter had the dream. Noah was a 30-year-old astronomy professor, one of the scientists studying the phenomenon. He had ignored the dreams for months, until one night he finally experienced it himself. He stood on the black beach, the waves moved silently, the sky glowed red, and the doorway stood open for the first time. Beyond it stretched a city, impossible architecture twisting toward the heavens, buildings larger than mountains, shapes that hurt to look at, and standing within that city were things. Not humans, not creatures, not anything Noah could understand. They moved incorrectly, like reality itself bent around them. One of them turned and looked directly at him, then spoke, not aloud, inside his mind. "We remember you." Noah woke up screaming because somehow he understood what it meant. The dreams weren't visions, they were memories. Humanity had seen this place before, long ago, before recorded history, before civilization, before memory. Something ancient had once visited Earth, and now it was returning. The second sun continued growing. Weeks passed, then months. Eventually it became larger than the moon, visible even during the night, watching continuously, never blinking. Then the broadcast began. Every television, every radio, every phone, every screen. A single message appeared worldwide. No source, no transmission point, no explanation, only 7 words. "The door opens in 3 days." Global panic followed. Millions fled cities. Others gathered in churches. Many simply accepted the end. 3 days later, every person who had experienced the dreams vanished simultaneously. Millions of people gone. No explosions, no lights, no sounds, just gone. Across the world, at the exact same second. Then the second sun disappeared instantly, like it had never existed. The sky returned to normal, the dreams stopped, the broadcasts ended, everything became quiet. Governments declared the crisis over, scientists searched for explanations, life slowly resumed, but something wasn't right. Because astronomers discovered a final image hidden deep within telescope data, an image recorded seconds before the second sun vanished. An image the public never saw. The photograph showed Earth floating in darkness, and surrounding it, thousands of other worlds, each with their own second sun, each being watched, each waiting, as if Earth had never been the destination, only the next stop. Today the image remains classified. Officially it doesn't exist, but every year on April 14th, people around the world report having the same dream. The black beach, the red sky, the stone doorway, and standing beyond it, something waiting patiently, watching. Because according to those who dreamed the owl, the doorway is still open, and whatever came through never left.